The Nighthawks get their man advantage unit out there for the first time tonight.
Well, we all know that specialty teams are often the difference makers in the game, and with this one knotted at 0, they got to find a way to get the go-ahead right here and establish their presence on the power play.
Picked up along the wall by Moose. Pokes it away in his own end. Textbook stop by Wagner. Solid hit on the play. Oh, that's a smart heads-up play as he breaks it up with the poke. Burns has the puck near the back end. Scores! There it is, a power play goal. The Nighthawks finally break the ice and get the game's first goal.
Yeah, and it's an important one, James, because there's not much room out there and not much separating these two teams. So that little bit of a cushion may give them the stir, the press they need to be more consistent and try and get another one on the board.
Puts it off the post.
The Nighthawks get a little bit of bad luck right here as the puck goes off the post and out. The good part is they still have the lead.
Shuts him down.
Man, is he ever difficult to defend. Hey, James, I mean, so difficult when you're shoving. You're doing everything you possibly can to move and separate him from the puck. But his core strength and his balance is certainly the victor as he takes this one to the net.
Puck picked up by Moose. Takes it across the blue line. Here's a chance. Oh, that's gotta hurt. What a play. The Icebreakers scoop it up along the boards. Take it along the wall by you. And now he moves it quickly to Logan. The Nighthawks get a hold of the puck. Quick pass over to Stills. Loses the coverage there. And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. Makes the save. Scores! That's how you put it in the back of the net.
They come from behind here, James, to get the equalizer, and they created some much-needed momentum. They stayed with the game plan, and they've been rewarded for their efforts.
Result. The Icebreakers needed that goal to even things up here in the first.
Yeah, they certainly did, and I had a coach who once said, you know, it's about winning the shift now and not worrying about what happened or what was going to happen here, James, and I feel like they've taken that approach right now. You can see it in their game, you can see it in their urgency, and they get rewarded.
Avoids the poke check. The Nighthawks grab possession of the puck and serves up a little knock on the play. Along the half wall with the puck. Loses his balance on the play. Moves it to Moose. Cut into the slot. We got a stoppage as the puck sails over the glass. Late goings of this period. We got a tie game. The Icebreakers win the draw. And now it's grabbed by you. He grabs the puck here at the point. Quick pass to Joshua. Grabbed along the boards by Stills. Lowers the boom with that hit. Dishes it off. Taken by Moose. Oh, what a save in front.
Wagner's all over that shot and makes an incredible save, getting to the top of his crease quickly, because that shot, it came fast and in a hurry from the slot.
Puck grab by you. The Icebreakers will play it in their own end. Moves the puck along the half wall. Moves with the puck to the corner. Lehman's going to hang on for a whistle.
Wagner's last save has to give this team some momentum. I mean, that's a point-blank chance that he's able to take away. Just very aggressive and assertive in his crease.
Both teams are set. We'll drop the puck here. Jesus has won the draw, and they'll go on the attack. And the puck leaves the offensive zone. They'll be forced to tag up. Logan's got it in the defensive end. Takes it off. Look out. A howitzer. Scores. Off the post and in.
Well, that's a real sneaky one. one that fooled the goaltender, James. Not much room available, but that one, perfectly executed. You gotta love these goals because they're not flashy, but they are hard work. You gotta fight for position, and not necessarily for your body, but you gotta have a handle on your stick. Get it available with right timing to be able to tap the puck down.
And they've got the puck after that neutral zone faceoff. And that concludes the first 20 minutes of play. Second period action. Stick around. Teams are back on the ice. Both squads gliding into position for the start of period number 2. The second stanza is underway as the puck is dropped. Let's go. Well, how do you sum up things so far here, partner? We've seen a period played already. He scores! Tie game!
Well, you can't worry about what happened in the game, James. It's all about what you do now, staying in the present. That's exactly what they've done, and they've got the equalizer. That's what you call having a knack for the net, James. When you get in tight and you're sniffing around, you better get that puck off quickly because you know there's defenders all in around you that are going to come and close.
The Nighthawks have evened things up here in period number 2. We got ourselves a new game.
Yeah, you love these games that go back and forth, and they've worked hard to get to this point, and now they got the equalizer. Giddy up.
Toss up the puck after that hit. Picked up along the boards by Stills. The Icebreakers have the puck now. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Fires it on net. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one.
We're still in the early stages of this period. The next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Offensive zone face-off and he wins the draw. What a hit on the play!
Welcome to the game,
He
guys.
clearly knew what he was doing here. He got all of them, tags them, knowing full well that he's going to disengage that puck.
Love it.
Oh, that's an absolutely massive hit, James. These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
Centers are lined up and we are ready to resume. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. Business is picking up now.
You could sense that this was going to happen, James. They dropped the gloves. Everyone on the benches are standing up, and they're going toe-to-toe here.
Yeah, here come the officials. The fans don't like it, but it's hard not to think that these two guys are, like, out of gas.
You know how taxing it is to be in a fight, and this was quite a battle, and the officials get in right when they're fatigued. They see the opening. It's almost as if the guys were waiting for them to jump in. their way over to the penalty box, still chirping one another. You can see that it was testy out there, but they'll go back to the box and they'll sit for 5.
Stills has it in their own end. And he's knocked off the puck there. And that's off a stick. Stoppage in play, offside the call. Lots of time left in this period. We are all tied up in this one. Wilson's won the draw at center. The Icebreakers gain possession along the wall. Grabbed along the boards by you. Here's a chance. Puts it on net. Glove save. Covers it up and we'll get a stoppage in play. Some last-second communication with the D as centers get ready to drop the puck. The Nighthawks win it in the defensive zone. Directs it on over to Moose. Takes the puck into the corner of the offensive end. Feeds it over. Moose now along the wall. And he takes the pass. Big-time block on the play.
Well, he's doing what it takes, James. And listen, coach is going to love that one. I expect to see him out here again.
And we'll reset things after that icing. Still lots of time left in the period. It's all tied up. Puck is dropped. He wins the draw here in the defensive zone.
Huge win by the center to give his team an opportunity to get out of the zone after a critical icing.
Into the corner now. And that's poked away. Lehman's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck. Wilson's won the draw and they're on the attack. And that caroms off one of his teammates in front. Quick pass across to Petrov. Makes his presence known on the ice. Here's a short pass to you. Scooped up along the wall by Nagy. The Nighthawks take over on possession. Quick feed to Dvorak. And that's picked off by Wilson. Jordan's taking the puck now here inside his own territory. Glove save. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. Past the halfway mark of this period, you can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. The Icebreakers take possession here inside the offensive zone. And that goes off someone in front and doesn't reach the net. Takes the feed. Puck scooped up by Moose. And that's intercepted by Yeager.
Welcome to the game, bud.
Hit on the play. There's the whistle, icing the call.
Wow, James, I mean, not everyone can elicit a thunderous hit like that. I mean, he just clobbered his opponent.
And we're moments away from getting back underway here with the puck drop. Stills takes possession right off the draw. And he can't hang on after that hit. And he's ridden off the puck. Rocks him. The Icebreakers gain possession. Hughes lugging the puck. Now a quick pass to Yeager. The Nighthawks gain control of it. They move the puck out of harm's way. Moves it quickly over to Hughes. Oh, he throws down an intergalactic hit there.
And they have to be keeping their heads up here. I mean, you know exactly what he's going to be doing when he gets on the ice. He's throwing a ton of hits so far.
Wagner's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle.
So I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
In the final moments of this period, we got a tie game. Jesus has won the draw inside his own end. Looks to pass it to Yeager. And there we go. Icing is the call. Jesus wins the faceoff. Moves it to Jesus. Takes it into the slot. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. Jesus has got possession. Let's see what they can do with it now. And the shot dies in the traffic jam. Sends a pass over. Gets in front of it. Nice poke check inside the attacking zone.
I love the calm and poise to this play. I mean, he's not waving his stick around. He kind of surprises his opponent right here. And it's that catches his opponent off guard and disrupts the play.
Puck possession so critical in today's game, and the official ready to drop the puck right here. Logan stick handling in his own zone. Quick pass to Jordan. And we'll get a face-off after the offside call. The Nighthawks win the face-off. Slides it across to Stills. And they'll dump it in. The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck along the boards. Angles it over to Joshua. There's the buzzer. 2 periods down. 1 more to go. They always say 3 is the magic number. We've got period number 3 now. Teams are readying themselves at center ice as the 3rd period is about to go. This one's still deadlocked as we are now underway here in the 3rd. Quick feed to Stills. The Icebreakers look to start the transition game. The Nighthawks have it against the wall. Drives to the sweet spot, and he makes the save with ease. The Icebreakers move the puck to the defensive zone. Here's a short pass to Joshua. The Nighthawks take possession in the defensive end. Look out, here they come on the attack. Denies them in close.
What a fantastic save from a high-danger scoring area, James. And I mean, he's bailing his team out. They have to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice.
Handles the pass. The Nighthawks gain possession in their own end. We got a whistle, penalty coming up. Jesus is caught for the trip, and he's going on a trip to the penalty box.
They got to put a pin in the penalty balloon here, James. The frustrating calls, no question about it. But they got to figure out a way to control their emotion and get back in this game. Well, with earlier success on the power play, I think they'll operate in the same fashion, James, in that 1-3-1 setup where they look to work through the flanks because you know they've got some lethal shooters on this team.
And there's the save on the play.
Well, he's been chomping at the bit all game long. Just look at his highlight pack. Multiple scoring chances here. Finally edges it out and finds the back of the net. But you got to look at him and say, listen, he didn't get frustrated. His coaches, his teammates are certainly going to applaud him for his efforts in this one. He's had a solid game and finally gets rewarded.
And he hits one of his own teammates with that shot. Passes on over to Jordan. Denies him. He got all of it. The Nighthawks gain control of the puck. Moves it to the offensive zone. Moves it in front. He scores! What an opportunity, and delivers!
I love the way they were able to execute on this odd man rush. James really used the ice to their advantage, manipulating their opponent, the ice that they did have, and then they were able to capitalize when the shot came their way.
The Nighthawks have continued to put lots of pucks on net, and they lead it here in the third. Picks it up! Here we go! Tatum's hauled down, penalty on the way. And let's see what the call is. The Icebreakers will serve 2 minutes in the box.
Well, the PK unit can certainly reset the momentum in this game if they're able to kill it off. Their team is trailing by 1. They want to keep it within reach. If they can do it, they will gain some momentum in this.
The Nighthawks send their man advantage unit out once more.
Well, specialty teams have been a difference in this one. The power play getting to work yet again, already having scored a goal. Just feels like they're feeling it tonight. They're finding one another. They're opening the holes on the ice, and they're cashing in.
Oh, how about that? Trying to shake the defender. Can't get that one to go.
That's extremely frustrating when you do the work to get in on a breakaway, and then you get nothing in return, a missed opportunity.
Comes up with the stop. Big play inside the defensive zone. Oh, another hit. This guy's all about ruthless aggression tonight.
Well, he certainly is. His feet are always moving, and they've been clean body on body, but certainly sending a message and setting the tempo.
Oh, denies him with the paddle save.
Goaltender spends so much time doing tracking exercises, and it's utilized right here. He knows where this puck is coming from, and he makes the save.
Oh, look at this. Fires it into the offensive zone. The Nighthawks gain control of the puck against the wall.
I know I stepped on your toes there, James, but have to react to that massive hit.
And a good use of the body to knock the puck loose. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. And called for the offside. We'll get a face-off.
Let's have another look at that monster of a hit there, James. You gotta love it. You have to have great timing, and you gotta know when your opponent's vulnerable.
The Nighthawks have shown no signs of stopping putting pucks on net, and they lead it here in this third. And after the draw at center, they've got a hold of the puck. Burns has it in the defensive end. The Nighthawks have it now. Oh, he'll feel that one. Slides the puck to Uncle Larry. Carries it across the line. The Icebreakers have it now. Takes control of the puck. Slides it diagonally to Logan. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. And a great save. The Icebreakers play it along the wing. Oh, making his presence felt with the hit. And we're going to get a face-off after the offside.
I'll tell you what, James, that ain't incidental contact. That was intentional. Certainly trying to really drive that body and separate the player from puck.
More than half the period has expired. The Nighthawks have a little breathing room here, but not much as they lead at 3-2. Uncle Larry's got the puck now in his own end. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Works it across to Yeager. Cuts to the paint. The Nighthawks scoop it up along the boards. The Icebreakers have it from their own end. Oh, did he drop a thunderous hit there? Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Layman.
Well, this is an incredible save, James. It's anticipation as well. Recognize that the shooter is in the low slot, getting in front of it and making the save.
And he slides it quickly to Hayduk. Picked off. Tries to feed it over to Yeager. We've got icing on the play. Face-off coming up.
this hit here, James, trailing in the game because it provides energy, it provides a spark. But he's trying to elicit response from the rest of his team because if all of a sudden they come out there and shift after shift, they start to impose their physical will, they're going to create momentum. Momentum can carry them back into this game.
Odd man rush. Backhander in front. Oh, what a stop on the play. Gets Sullivan with the paddle.
That's a great save, but the goaltender had to get out to the top of his crease, take away all the ice, and make himself as big as possible.
To his teammate. And not much on that one. And a great read to turn that play aside.
Man, is he ever quick on his feet, anticipating the play. Excellent reflexes. He's saving his team right now.
Moves it over to Moose. They've got numbers here. On the backhand. Big time stop.
This is a fantastic save, James. He's all over it. What I mean by that is he knows exactly where it is and where it's moving. A reason why he can get square to it and make a save.
My word, they've really got them headed into here in their own zone. Moving along the boards. Oh, wow, does it again.
Made a great save here. Let's have another look at it. I mean, they're in a high danger area, and he is so dialed in at the top of his crease. Very athletic to be able to make this save. Incorrect position.
The Nighthawks lead it late in this third period. And they take possession off the draw here in their own end. And they'll keep on playing as icing is waved off. And he turned that aside as we continue play here. Breakaway. Can't get that one to go.
That's extremely frustrating when you do the work to get in on a breakaway and then you get nothing in return. A missed opportunity. Gordon's trying to find a way to get back to the bench and not put his team in a vulnerable spot. You can see that he's been injured somewhere on the shift. He's laboring and he's wincing, but he's committed to the play. He's got to find the appropriate moment to get off.
The Nighthawks win that offensive zone face-off. Well, challenge accepted. Look at this.
This is a result of the first two periods, right? You're late in the game. Frustrations are at an all-time high, and so you drop the gloves.
And ring the bell, it's over.
That was just a perfectly executed final punch, James. After a fight, the heart rate is elevated, you're sweating, you're exhausted, and now it's time to cool off, simmer, reset your emotions so you can get back out there and play after you sit your 5.
Well, it looks as though the tensions have finally simmered and we're ready to get back to what we actually came here in the first place for. Hockey! And this one comes to an end! Well, it's a big, shiny W in their EASHL debut. Couldn't draw it up any better, I'd say.
Yeah, it was perfect in terms of the end result. And when you look at this game, you saw the execution, the communication. Everyone is happy. I mean, the coaches, the staff, the trainers, all the personnel that put so much into this opening game.